What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Wednesday, October 9th. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the recent pump that just happened with Dog Rune, but not only that, the Rune ecosystem. And that's due heavily to the recent news and leaks from potential centralized exchange listings listing Dog for spot trading. I'm going to share with you my perspective on this, but also share with you who else is actually bullish on runes being listed on centralized exchanges and who's actually accumulating. These are predominant figures within the space of crypto Twitter and also the crypto space. So before I end up sharing all these different things, I want you to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So the Dog Rune token is up 2.65%, around roughly $375 million in terms of market cap. Bullish sentiment still 93% with 6,900 votes. Now this is continuing to grow. We're going to soon hit 7,000. Well, now what's really important about the Dog Rune price today? I want you to notice something. You know, the Rune ecosystem is actually pumping while actually Bitcoin's taking a dump. This is actually kind of weird. So typically, as we always mention on our channel, whatever happens to Bitcoin ultimately affects every other altcoin, especially the Rune ecosystem. But today, we actually saw a decoupling for the very first time where Dog, or the Rune ecosystem, is actually pumping while Bitcoin is dumping. That's actually very interesting. Now let's look at the amount of unique holders for Dog. It's still roughly around 91,600, almost got close to 700. So we haven't really garnered that much holders, maybe because we're starting to see long-term conviction holders and also whales buying the bags of paper hands. So that's probably why we're seeing an equilibrium here. Now the total volume of runes went from 239 Bitcoin last week to 350 Bitcoin this week, a 46.8% increase. That's very interesting. If you notice, Dog of the Moon has the largest trading volume out of all three of these. I want to give a great shout out to Grade BTC. He actually put out a recent live stream video yesterday talking about runes and why you need to start to pay attention to runes and pretty much the mechanics around runes. But most importantly, he talked about Dog and why Dog should not be paying for a centralized exchange listing. It's perfectly explained. I'll put a link to his video on the upper right hand side. Definitely check it out. It's absolutely amazing. Now in other news, let's talk about who's been accumulating. So OG General, who if you don't know, has been well known by buying altcoins and also NFTs, has made a ton of money. He's well respected in the space. And just recently, he just said that he's about to restock and grow one of the largest dog kennels in the world. So OG General has a lot of dog in his portfolio. Typically, if you follow his trades, they tend to do pretty well. So definitely shout out to OG General. He took the dog pill and he can't unsee what he's seen, which is the corruption that's happening within our ecosystem, but also why Dog is primed to be the number one meme coin that's going to be the number one Doge killer. Yes, to flip Doge's market cap. Now, another news, Farmer Joe mentioned yesterday's Coinbase tweet, which talked about how they're enabling their over 105 customers around the world to have access to sending Bitcoin to Taproot addresses. In his words, he says this means that they can support Ordinals and runes, getting closer. In other news, the CEO of Xverse had to respond to Coinbase's tweet. He said Coinbase be the first major SEX to add support for runes. So basically what I'm getting from this is since Coinbase has exposure to, and also investment into Satflow, which is a trading platform for both Ordinals and runes, but also they're trying to be at the forefront to beat everybody else to start adding support for runes, because I do believe that since BRC20 tokens aren't doing that well, that runes is going to be the next new thing that Coinbase is going to want to go after, and most likely they're going to want to list Dog for spot trading just because the amount of liquidity and trading volume is just there. Now another thing I want to share with you is Whale Mocha. Now I'm going to read this whole tweet for you because it's quite interesting. He says, maybe I'm mid-curving here, but I would be surprised if Bitcoin assets don't go parabolic soon in this meme run across asset classes. There's exactly one main meme Ordinals collection with staying power, which is Bitcoin puppets, and basically three interesting meme runes such as Dog of the Moon, Pups, and Billion Dollar Cat. Now Bitcoin puppets and Dog of the Moon have both held up well in the recent months and still seem to be very underpriced if your thesis is that the meme run will also happen on Bitcoin. Dog of the Moon market cap is $370 million US dollars. As someone who's famously faded both, I think we could see some big moves there soon. Now let's get into the nitty gritty around the potential leaks of centralized exchange listing runes and Dog for spot trading. Now Ordinal News did tweet this out just yesterday. Now this has over 120,000 views, so obviously everybody's paying attention. They're stating that there's an insider source, a confidential insider source, that within Binance are reporting that the team is discussing Bitcoin runes. Now, we don't know if this is true or not. It's confidential, it's insider information. So really, this is just based off of speculation. But that's what they're saying. And so if they hold themselves accountable, and this is true, this is pretty much a big win. Or.io even had a report on that, saying that due to the recent surge in interest around Bitcoin meme coins rumor, has it that several tier 1 exchanges are having an internal conversation about adding support for runes. Now, I just want to share with you my personal opinion, and it's just my opinion. I definitely think that this is happening, for sure. They are seeing the activity with BRC20s, and they're failing in every single category. Transaction volume, also trader activity, also user count. It's just failing in all those different areas. Runes are only been around for 6 months, and it's already dominating in this field. So obviously these centralized exchanges are going to want to follow the money and also follow the volume, and it's going to have to be runes. Now, I just want to share with you a little bit of alpha. I've actually been receiving a couple direct messages or DMs from certain reliable sources, which I'm not going to name names on this video, but they actually are in conversations with these centralized exchanges. And I'm not going to tell you which ones, but they are having conversations around listing Dog rune tokens specifically for spot trading. Now, we will see what's going to happen in the next few weeks for runes, because right now runes are decoupling away from Bitcoin because of this bullish momentum. But I'm going to be paying attention to this every single day, and I will keep you all updated. Now, last but not least, I just want to remind everybody that on October 19th, Dog of Bitcoin is actually releasing these plushy toys of this little character. Now, what's really interesting is that right here they put HTX. Why HTX out of all these different centralized exchanges? That could be a clue of maybe what's to come. But if you want to check this out, October 19th is when you can actually buy these plushy toys. Now, what they're saying is that basically they're going to be giving a certain prize out. There's only going to be 1,000 of these that are going to be on for sale on October 19th. Make sure to visit them on Twitter to understand how to buy these. But you can basically buy it with any form of payment from what I've seen. But there's also a really big reward, which is basically they're going to give around 35,000 US dollars, aka 10 million dog tokens, to one of the winners who buys one of these plushies. So we'll see how that looks, and we'll be paying attention to this, but definitely check that out if you haven't already. So as a conclusion and statement, yes, you've seen Dog and also the Rune ecosystem decouple from Bitcoin's volatility, but who knows how long that will last. But I do believe within the next few weeks, we're going to get a little bit more updates regarding centralized exchanges. So that's why it's good to just study Dog, study runes, be early, download an Xverse wallet or a Magic Eden wallet, and buy these tokens as soon as you can. Not financial advice, I'm just letting you know what I'm reporting on this channel. So with that said, as always, by supporting the channel, please smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog of the Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.